we're now going to add fractions. You cannot add fractions unless their denominators are the same. So for example, if we had 3/4 plus 1/4, we can add those fractions because their denominators are the same. Now, what if I give you something like 3/5 plus 7/12? We can't add those fractions at the minute because their denominators are not the same. So the first thing we're going to look at is how do we actually add the fractions when their denominators are the same. So if we look at example A, we want to add 1/4 and 1/4. The denominators are the same, so that means we can add them. So that means the denominator in our answer will be exactly the same as the denominators of the two fractions. So in our answer, the denominator is going to be 4. The numerator in our answer is found by adding the two separate numerators together. So 1 plus 1 is just going to give us 2. Now, at the minute, we have 2/4 or 2/4, but that can actually be cancelled because the largest number that goes into 2 and 4 is just 2. So we're going to divide both these numbers by 2. So that's going to give us 1 and that's going to give us 2. So our final answer is going to be 1/2. In other words, 1/2. Now that makes sense. If you think about it, we're adding 1/4 and 1/4. So there's 1/4. We're adding another 1/4 on. So our final answer is going to be 1/2. Okay, part B, we're adding 3 fractions this time. The first thing you do again is look at the denominators. They're all the same, so that means we are allowed to add them. So the denominator in our answer will be 15. It will be exactly the same as all the denominators in the question. And then the numerator in our answer is found by adding all the individual numerators. So 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 1 is going to give us 10. So again, at the minute, we have 10/15. But is it fully simplified? The answer, of course, is no, because the largest number that goes into 10 and 15 is 5. Okay, so that means we can then divide by 5. So divide the top number by 5, we get 2. And then divide the bottom number by 5, we're going to get 3. So our final answer is 2/3, 2/3. And again, it is fully cancelled or fully simplified because the largest number that goes into 2 and 3 is just 1. Okay, part C. We're adding 7/12 and 11/12. We can add these because both denominators are the same. So therefore, in our answer, the denominator will also be 12. The numerator of our answer is found by adding the two separate numerators. So 7 plus 11 is going to give us 18. Now, again, look at your answer. Can it be fully cancelled or simplified? The answer, of course, here is yes, because the largest number that goes into both is 6. So divide both by 6, we're going to get 3, and we're going to get 2. So at the minute, we have 3 over 2. But 3 over 2 is an improper fraction. When you're left with an improper fraction, we must turn it into a mixed fraction. And you do that by dividing the numerator by the denominator. So in other words, how many times does 2 go into 3? Well, 2 goes into 3 once. So that 1 is going to be the big number in our mixed fraction, the whole number in our mixed fraction. So 2 goes into 3 once, and we're left with a remainder of 1. And that remainder, we put that over the original denominator here, which is 2. Okay, so 7 over 12 plus 11 over 12 will give us 1.5. So just be careful there. When you get an answer that is fully cancelled, but it is improper, in other words, numerator is bigger than the denominator, you must then turn it into a mixed fraction, and we've done that before.